1994. But Ed let us know this week that he's actually retiring this fall. And so I wanted to make sure that we didn't leave Convergence without thanking him, for the work that he has done, not just in the community that he serves back home, but on behalf of the entire cooperative community. In addition to all that he does for the folks in the several communities that the Hanover Co-op serves, Ed has served on what we have referred to as the Category Management Advisory Council and the CAP Advisory Council, and the wisdom that Ed has brought to our engagements as we've developed the Co-op Basics program, the Core Sets program, the NCG New Item program, as the Co-op Deals program has evolved, has been invaluable. And a funny little story here, prior to Convergence, we maybe got 3 or 4 years into Convergence, and what we realized is that when we had a really excellent speaker up here like Sean, that we had to invoke what we called the Ed Howes rule. And the Ed Howes rule was that our mic runners, these people who are running around with the microphones, if Ed stands up and he has a question or he wants to say something, you cannot let go of the microphone. Because when I was running Convergence, the trains never ran on time, and we were always running a little long in terms of our agenda. And if we gave Ed the opportunity to say something, you heard Gabby talk about people being vulnerable. One of the things I most respect about Ed is how vulnerable he's been when he's had the opportunity to speak his truth on behalf of the group. And the number of instances at a Convergence conference where Ed has gotten up with a tear in his eye, and spoken, from the heart, it's just remarkable. And so I want to do 2 things. One, I want to invite 2 of my colleagues up to Ed there, and we're going to give Ed the microphone here. And if he chooses and would like to say anything, any reflections at all at this point in his career, I'd welcome that. And then we also have just a little gift and appreciation, and then I'll ask for a big round of applause for Ed Howes.
Wow. You know what? Monday night at about 3:30, I woke up. And I had a thought in my mind, just like, what would I be saying at the time like this? How do you condense 29 years of being involved from Northeast Co-ops to today? It's been nothing but change, all for the better, and all because of everyone involved, not just me. Compared to others, there's so many people out here who are a very gifted group. But I gotta say that every time, when I first started asking questions, I got a little bit withdrawn because of the feedback of I asked too many questions. But it was only after a few events like this with people coming up to me asking after I asked the question, and telling me, I'm glad you asked that because I was wondering the exact same thing. And so after that, I took pride in being part of this. And all along in my co-op and in this group, I can take change after I sleep on it and accept it even if it's not exactly what I want. Because I've been part of the process. You respected my opinion, you listened. And in many cases, you've incorporated that and made your changes. That's incredible.
Thank you.